Throw this video up earlier in the week, but I got kind of busy. But basically, there was a story that I wanted to include in the sermon, but the sermon was getting a little long, and so I thought I'd just do it in one of these videos. But I wanted to tell the story of John MacArthur and Beth Moore. And the reason that I didn't put it in the sermon is because it kind of takes a lot of explanation. Because I'm the pastor of a United Methodist church, and John MacArthur and Beth Moore, neither of them are Methodist. So there's a good chance nobody that is watching this video has any idea who I'm talking about. But just little backdrop. So John MacArthur is a pastor in a Reformed Baptist church. He's actually a pretty famous pastor. He's very well known, highly educated, a very intelligent person. But he's also very conservative and known to be very outspoken for a lot of the more traditional conservative beliefs. He used to go on Larry King Live regularly as a spokesperson for the evangelical Christian community. He's written something like 150 books, or written / edited. I mean, he's just, he's very intelligent, he's done very well, he's very successful, but he's very conservative and has been criticized because he can be kind of nasty when he wants to be. On the other side of things, there's Beth Moore, who is Southern Baptist, I believe, which is a different type of Baptist. They're not in the same tradition, but they're closely related traditions. Beth Moore is not a pastor. She is a teacher and sometimes a preacher. She got famous doing, I think it was like Bible studies, like videos, where she would like teach concepts in the Bible. So she's been a teacher for decades. I don't know that much about her, to be honest. I follow her on Twitter and she seems kind of lovely. But some people criticize some of her teachings. She maybe misses the mark. Some have associated her with prosperity gospel and that kind of stuff. So anyways, Beth Moore has been under fire because she is a part of the Southern Baptist Church, which does not allow women in leadership. And so people have said she's a preacher, and she has come out and said, I have no intention of being a pastor. I am teaching and preaching, but I am not a pastor. And so she doesn't feel she's violating her polity, but other people have attacked her for that. And so she's kind of been a hot topic lately. And so John MacArthur, remember, the 80-year-old conservative traditional pastor, was at a big conference, and they were playing a game up on stage. It was like a panel of people, and they played the game, and they were throwing out names. They were like, we're going to throw out a topic or a big thing in our culture, and will you just give us a one-word response? And somebody said, they said to John MacArthur, they said, Beth Moore, and his response was, go home. Now, already that's just kind of rude and it's very nasty, but what really got to me was the fact that the entire room erupted in laughter, and people were really upset about it. It was really offensive. Not just that he has this opinion that you should not be a teacher and we don't like you and go home, but the disrespectful, derisive, not God honoring way that they did that. I believe he actually came out and apologized about it, but that phrase, go home, kind of became a lightning rod in the Christian community for the past couple of weeks. I mean, the whole video went viral, and everybody's kind of like, John MacArthur's terrible, and oh, I'm so sorry for Beth Moore, and it got so bad that Beth Moore actually tweeted and said, guys, how about we cool it with attacking John MacArthur? Because she's a person of grace, and she was like, no, I disagree with him, obviously, and I don't like that he disrespected me, but you guys are taking it so far that you're being, aggressive towards John MacArthur. We have to figure out how to have these conversations with people we disagree with. We have to figure out how to be respectful, because I'm not even being secretive about it. I've been telling people from the beginning, this sermon series is not really about the controversies, right? Each week we're hitting one of the big issues. We talked about gender and women in leadership. Then we're talking about homosexuality, and we're talking about abortion. And those are hot button topics. And we are going to handle the topics. But underneath that, there's a more important message about how we talk to each other. Because if we can't figure out how to have these conversations, how to respect and love someone that we disagree with, we're missing it. Because if you think that if we just solve this problem, everything will be fine in your church, then you are sadly missing it. Because once we finish this fight, we'll find something else to fight about. And so the key is to figure out how to have the fight. how to disagree, and Jesus is very clear. Whether they are your neighbor or your enemy, we must love them. So replace hatred with love, and don't use John MacArthur as an example. You guys have a great week. Bye.